It's always so busy down here at this time of night. I don't know if parents are coming to pick up their kids or what, but it's always, all the little kids are down here all the time.
Well, that was a school bus right there.
Oh, okay.
The school buses, like of the kindergartens, are those little tiny minivans. They're green.
This late at night? I'm sorry my apartment was so warm.
Well, the only person it bothered was you.
Yes.
As okay.
So my remote is in Chinese, and I push buttons, and I think I'm changing the setting. It's like I don't have any idea what I'm doing to it until I see it and feel the fan blowing. That's when I stop. So I don't know what it's set on right now that I can't get any AC. So I just have to
push around until it changes.
Yeah,
that's what I do.
Or turn on my fan and just let the fan blow. So, I mean, I can feel the change in the temperature.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm going to put my top back a little bit. Oops. Is that okay, Natalie? Okay. Oh, I'm looking forward to this concert.
Me too.
I was sad when I missed the last one. I was like,
it's really good.
Oh. Thanks for your help putting food together tonight. The cheese was really good. I thought it was very good. I go to Costco and buy a big block of it and then cut it up in pound chunks and keep it in the freezer.
Yeah. Oh, well, that makes sense. I used to go to Costco.
I go with Aisha, but you know, the last time I went, it's just the quantities are so much. The only way it's really beneficial is if you can decide together what it is you're going to buy and buy it in bulk and then split it up. That's really the only way that it's beneficial.
I don't know. About 6 years ago, my membership ran out, and I thought, oh well, I'll just renew it next time I go.
And you never would.
It's been 6 years. Because Dollars sells
the
some
Kirkland
of the same
brand.
stuff.
Yeah.
So they'll take it and break it up.
Yeah.
And sell it in smaller portions. And I'm happy to pay a little bit more for a smaller portion. It's not going to go bad.
I just like the experience of Costco. It's kind of fun. You know, if you don't have a time limit or you don't have a purpose for being there, it's just kind of fun to wander around and see what they have and stuff. But I had a Costco membership in the States, but we had to stop because we would just buy stuff we didn't need to buy. So we were way spending over our budget of what to buy. I think I'm still using the Vaseline Intensive Care that Maddie bought. So she has on this Cetaphil moisturizer. I'm using all of that stuff. And when I first got there, she had all this shampoo and stuff. I just used it because it was so much. Like, okay, I haven't even gone through that. Or even the toilet paper I bought the first month I was here when Brian took us. I still have all the toilet paper, so it has, you know, things that have no expiration date. It's fine. Aisha said she wasn't feeling very well, so she said it was just as well she didn't have her ticket.
Yeah. No, she lost
She lost it.
She had second grade and cutting up pieces of paper.
And it just vanished, yeah.
And the ticket disappeared, so we think it might have ended up kind of. I tried to give her my ticket because I've seen the performance before and I'm really tired.
You've seen this performance?
Yeah.
Well,
Part of it, yeah. I'm excited to see the whole thing.
yeah, I'm really excited.
When did you
Those
see it?
video
When did you see it? In
That
rehearsal?
time that you missed.
Oh, was this performance? Oh.
That was a small piece of this performance.
Oh.
And it include other choirs. We did different choirs.
Oh, look at that dog. All by itself. Is that okay?
He's fine.
He knew how to cross with the light, didn't he? That's pretty cool.
I've been tired too, but I know why. No, not really. I just have too much on my mind because I have too many things going on at the same time. Too many balls in the air. It makes my brain tired. I mean, I go to sleep okay, but I've been waking up around 4:30, which is okay. I mean, I go to bed around 8:39, so I'm still getting a full
I
night's
go to bed
sleep.
around 11.
Yeah.
I can't get to sleep before 11. I've tried. I've got into bed.
I can go home and go straight to bed and not wake up I wake up and go to the bathroom, but I can stay asleep until the next morning.
Yeah, I can do that pretty easily.
I can get home and crash, but then I'll revive. So
Mm,
then I wake up
yeah.
and then I'm wide awake.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
really happens like after an hour. I'm sleeping until 11. Really struggle to wake up in the morning.
Well, you're like all my students.
Mm.
Yes,
They're
I
all a
feel
bunch of-
exactly like the students. I see them coming in like, yeah, no, yeah.
Last year, my class, there were all morning people,
Oh,
and so we were all good all the
Oh,
time.
yeah,
This year, I'm the only morning person in class. It's painful. Nobody talks until like 10 a.m.
I love that my class talks this year. I really love it so much.
They're now grade 10, which was that difficult class. Yeah, and so a couple of them have taken advanced art. I think some of them because they wanted to, and others because their friends were doing it. So there's some strange dynamics. I'm sort of overflow from before. Not as bad. We have Sandra there now doing a project with her.
Oh yeah, I saw her
Installation.
online.
But you know what? They are so dysfunctional. They work at a snail's pace. They sometimes go backwards where they've been building something and then at the end of the lesson it just falls apart. It's worse than at the beginning of the lesson. And they seem to sort of find that quite amusing. Like it's just strange. It's just a strange dynamic.
So I mean, do they have space to be able to recreate when they're not happy with what they've done? Is that the thing? They're on a deadline.
Regrouping about what to do next and how to keep them in a safe space so that they can try another tactic.
So they need to keep like a log or something of what they've tried.
They don't keep it written down. Maybe that would have helped.
So sort of like an engineer design process where here's your plan, the plan you don't like it, so now you're going to tweak the plan
Yeah,
now a little
we
bit.
do that more verbally.
Maybe they need to take photos too.
And talk about what they didn't like about it and how they're going to do it differently. Yeah, I caught one video, so I don't know how I got on her channel or whatever, and I saw one video of how she showed them how to use the cardboard to be fasteners. I thought that was really interesting, how to cut them in different ways. So how did she get involved with that? Did she present an idea?
Yeah, she did. She knew me through a field trip and then she asked. She was so pretty much all my field trip money went to her. And I used it.
We need
hire her?
Yes.
Do the kids respond well to her?
I don't
No.
She comes into the classroom?
I don't know if it would be different with any other person. It could be, it's just their nature, their kind of dynamic. It's still a new class, so I'm not sure about it. But I know from working with them on the first project before she came in, they are very slow.
They're very what?
Very slow.
Slow.
Doing projects. Very slow.
That group had a lot of trauma.
Trauma from COVID?
No, from classmates who aren't here anymore.
Yes, one of them, she was expelled.
Oh, that would be traumatic. Yeah.
Well, he wasn't even the worst one. The worst ones left after elementary school.
Yeah, a lot of bullying, right?
Oh,
Bullying,
yeah,
harassment,
and-
under the table stuff.
Ooh.
Well, Max was just completely unstable. Did you remember Max? No, I guess it was before your time. He is emotionally disturbed. Would be what I would put him as, yeah. And he would just blow up and scream and yell and melt down. He had to, when we did our overnight field trip at the aquarium, I had to physically restrain him. Because, I mean, he was going after the kids. I mean, there's all of that happened. And he left after 5th grade.
I think I came in when they were in 6th grade.
That was the year I tried telling the 6th grade teachers, like, hey, this is what's coming,
that's right.
like, be
Nobody
careful.
believed you.
And nobody believed me, and they called me a
then,
bitch, and
what's his face?
negative and stuff.
Principal, what's his name? Barnaby.
Barnaby.
He had to deal with them. Oh,
Yep.
God.
I tried to tell him. So I said, if you come in strong, with strong expectations, and you hold the line,
That wasn't
you'll be
his
okay.
strategy.
But no, they didn't do it.
He was like, oh, but they're all sweet.
Well, they are.
Well,
They
yeah, maybe
are.
individually, but as a group, you've got to deal with it.
Yeah.
And I remember once sending down some boys to his office because he offered, if you've got issues, send people. So I sent, I think it was 3 boys. I did not want them back in that class. And he sent them right back with a little note saying sorry. And they were like grimacing. Of course I didn't take it seriously. I mean, I want him to make them feel uncomfortable that they cannot go back to that class. And that is, I really did not want to see them. I was in a very bad mood. I did not want to go back to that class. So that just told me, okay, I'm not going to get any support from you, dude.
Yeah.
I'll just deal with it on my own.
And that's what our assistant principal always said. He said, if I deal with the behavior issue, then it takes your authority from the classroom. It's like, whatever.
Well, that's what Jesse always said, and
Yeah.
that's just not true.
Yeah.
Because the principals have more authority.
Yes.
It's just like how everybody said I did a great job with Dylan, and you're like, yeah, but I was at the end of my rope the entire time.
Yes.
Because there's only so much power that I have.
Yes.
Like, I can't suspend it when he's shoving ballots up another child's butt. Like, only you have that power. So, you're not taking power away. That's just some...
You're supporting.
Yeah.
You're saying, yes, your teacher is right.
Yeah.
You've moved up the chain.
Well, and administrators have more power. That's
They
just
do.
the facts of life.
Then they need to support you, and then so it comes from the top down. Otherwise,
And support the
whatever
other
problems don't get
students in the
resolved.
classroom, saying, this is enough. The other kids need to learn too.
And if a teacher needs a timeout, it's happened very rarely, but on that particular day, I've had enough.
Yeah.
I'm
I'm sending myself to the principal's office.
Yeah, maybe that's
I was
what
like,
you
I
should
do
have
not
done.
wander there. I don't wander in my class.
Oh yeah, it's like the time Dylan punched his computer and he had to go get stitches.
Oh my goodness, really?
Yeah, he left skin in the computer screen.
Oh my gosh.
It was nasty. And I thought, oh, thank goodness I'll have the rest of the afternoon off. Oh, nope. He went to the hospital and came right back. Well, if you were his mom, would you want him at home?
Mm-hmm. And he's in 7th grade this year?
Yeah. 7? 8?
8th?
Is he all right now?
No, 7.
I thought he was in 7th. Yeah.
Well, I was just commenting today that he's bipedal now.
What do you mean? Oh, you mean like he can walk?
On 2 feet, yeah. He didn't walk on 2 feet in 5th grade. Not very often.
I remember he was so dysfunctional.
Yep.
Is he medicated now?
Looking forward to the sister next year. I think he is. His eyes changed when he went to 6th grade,
Mhm.
and I think it's a sign of medication.
And so Braden, I found out, is medicated now too.
Oh, he is?
Yeah, and I could tell a different. So everybody had warned me about his behavior, but I hadn't seen it, and so I suspected that he had been medicated. So Mom told me today he's on Ritalin.
Well, I mean, some kids actually need it.
Yeah,
Some of them
and
don't.
and I actually can tell when he's not. So I didn't know he was on medication, but there have been days I'm going, dude, did you take your medication? Without knowing that he was on medication. So it's kind of obvious. And those are always the kids I felt bad for. It's like, it doesn't work for everybody, but for the kids it works for, it's like, oh, I can't believe you suffered for so long, and now you can like be yourself now.
Jason was like that. He was a monster when he wasn't on his medication, and he was miserable.
Yeah.
He was just so unhappy
Yeah.
on the days he forgot to take his medication. I mean, of course, I don't know if he's still medicated. My Jason. You were Jason. Gosh,
Oh, that one.
My baby. He's very lost
He's a big
right
baby.
now. He is. But he's still a baby. He was a big baby even when he
He
was
was
Yeah.
such a big baby.
Was that the guy today?
Yeah.
He did well though. I was proud of him.
I'm
He got a forward arch. It's as good as
that's
the average
respectable.
person.
That is respectable.
I'm very proud of him.
Mm.
He seems a little lost right now, though.
Really?
Yeah.
He said he was going to stay longer.
Well, he completed his military service. And about a year ago, he was talking about going to Europe to study. But last time I talked, I didn't really talk to him about it today, but last time I talked to him a couple days ago, he's, I asked him what his plan is, like, what's he doing? And he's like, oh, well, this and that. He didn't have a plan. I mean, it's okay. He's still young. I just wish he had some direction.
His hands. It was some kind of training. Some kind of canvassing. Physical.
It is. It is. Yeah. Yeah. He was medicated in 5th grade, and he was miserable. Well, he wasn't on a plan because in 5th grade we didn't have plans. And no, kids fall through the gaps. If we don't identify them in elementary school, they're basically screwed for the rest of their education career. We didn't have plans back in the day. And so he went on without a plan from elementary school. And I guess his issues were never bad enough. Flat. And if it were me, I would have put him on some sort of, if we'd had something, I would have a list somewhere.
All sorts of the parents know about the limitation of the child.
Mhm.
Like, whether they do DP or they do the whole IB program. For Jason, he was pushing to do the whole IB program. Joseph as well. There was a lot of pride about it. And finally got to Claudia. Claudia was his ED supervisor, and she was pretty much, like, you can't write an academic essay of 1,000 words. It just was gobbledygook.
Yeah.
No matter how much she tried to guide him through that process, it just wasn't happening. And eventually, she got to the point where, in looking at all the subjects as well, maybe I'll just mention realizing there's so much
I mean, if he's going to college in the States, oh my gosh, they have so many remedial classes for incoming freshmen who can't meet freshman college requirements. There are so many sources that you take to meet the requirement that, yeah, in college in the United States is really a joke.
In the UK, right?
Probably not, but maybe.
I mean, how many stories have you heard about successful people that struggled in school? Just because you struggle in school doesn't mean you cannot be a successful
And just
adult.
because you did really well in school doesn't mean
You're going to,
have success on your
exactly,
life.
yes,
You
exactly.
followed all the rules and did
Yep.
everything perfectly, and then
Yep.
somewhere online falls the rails to it. It's
Yeah.
really easy to happen.
Yeah, school. Success in school
Institution.
is not a long-term
Mm-mm.
indicator of success.
If I just think of my brother and he was a head boy in Standard 5, which is like grade. Anyway, and I'll go 5. I was just we get to grade 5, which is it's grade 7. It's grade 7. So they have this prefixes head boy and head girl. And my brother was the head boy, and then this girl, his friend, his classmates, was head girl, and she was considered to be a high achiever and was gonna be very intelligent, was gonna do great things. She's not been able to hold down a job for most of her life. She's an at-risk adult in her 40s, you know. Like, and then no wonder, like, all of her school environment, she was regarded as someone who's going to be, you know, a high flyer and
Yep.
history of the country. Or
Yep. Yep.
So
We see that a lot where I come from too.
Yes.
Sarah's her college friends, she, they were high achieving students,
yes,
engineer brains, and the females were going into engineering and stuff. Her one friend has done nothing, never had a job. They got married, she doesn't want children, she hasn't had a job, nothing. She does nothing with her gift that she had. So it's like, yeah, I think because we focus too much on the academics and not enough on the resilience, that eventually you are going to come and find something that you can't, it's not easy for you.
I mean, I was a really high achieving, still am, high achieving student, but I experienced real difficulty with my academics very early on. So,
But
I
it,
developed
just average.
the
And
resilience.
your story seemed to talk about resilience, though.
Mhm.
I think your environment instilled in you how to be resilient,
for
how to
sure.
bounce back from things that aren't working the way that would benefit you. Bounce back and do it in spite of those
I mean, like,
roadblocks.
I pretty much failed 5th grade because I didn't speak the language. Barely scraped by. Ended up graduating at the top of my class. Right.
you didn't get to put in books then for me, it seems.
No, not really.
Sometimes you can do that, and that's
Yeah.
I think as parents, though, we think we're doing the best that we can for our children. We think, okay, I didn't get to do this. I want my children to have this opportunity. I see that this is something that will benefit my children. So I think as parents, we have the best intention of supporting and providing for our students the best opportunity, our children, our best opportunity. And they don't come with operating manuals, so sometimes we're not the best at it.
might be good for one child and the next one is definitely double. 2 kids.
Yeah. I was telling Angela this morning, I know I'm overworking myself for my class right now, but I don't know how to not do it.
Right.
Like, I know I'm doing too much, but I don't know how to do less.
Yeah.
And I told Angela this is why my parents used to hide my textbooks from me when I was in school.
And my daughter actually said that to me in my last round of class. She said, Mom, you don't have to do your best. Enough, just do enough to make it happen. You don't have to do over the top. And I was the same way. I didn't know how to scale back because scaling back felt like it wasn't enough. Yeah.
Well, the professor keeps telling me that I'm working above her expectations, but then when I look at her expectations, I'm like, no, I'm meeting her
Yeah.
expectations.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I don't know. I've had a real life crisis. I don't even know if I have put it. I feel like I gave 110% and now it's maybe 75. I don't want to do it anymore. I don't have the willpower. I don't have the interest.
I mean, but your passion is art, not teaching.
No, it's
Right.
not. But I like teaching because I like the student. I like to engage with them.
I don't think you're alone. I think that's happening. People that are very talented like you are, I think it's draining.
So talented.
You're
Anyway, being a
talented.
control freak, like control everything so that it all works. And then I just got to the point where I'm like, I used to come home and work. I just don't do that anymore. I don't know. What was I doing before and I needed to do it? And why aren't I doing anything now?
It's okay.
It's okay.
It is okay. You're doing something now. We're going to see a concert. You came and had happy hour with us, so you did something for yourself. Well, you did something for me. Thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate you came to my house.
Definitely, I start to check like what it is. Like give yourself a self massage, some breathing exercises before you go to bed. Like it's very simple. Oh, so there was no time to do that.
Well, it's not about not having time. It's about what you
I
prioritize.
didn't realize that.
Yeah.
I'm still not very good at managing it. I look at Jason, I'm like, yeah, I get you, man. Your brain's all over the show, so is mine. I'm just an older adult that's maybe, I don't know how much that managed me. But, okay, I wasn't like him, but I understand his butterfly mind trying to kind of concentrate on one thing. Like you must do many, many different things all at the same time. No, you don't have to do any one of those.
So in your free time, what do you like to do, Natalie? What is the most relaxing thing, where you feel the best at? What do you
I like
do?
to do yoga.
Mm.
I like to go to yoga, and I'm trying to do it on my own.
Yeah, I think one of the times I saw you last year on the street, you were heading to yoga class, weren't you? Yeah.
Well, my teacher's going to India now. I'm so upset. She said, Alaska. So I was like, what the hell?
No.
Just going back and forth. I was like, no.
You have to stay forever.
Well, my teacher left and never came back.
So we need to do aerial yoga then. We need to get a group together, find a teacher, and have our own class.
Yeah. Yeah, I went to a workshop last year in Taipei for 2 days, and it taught me a sequence, which is very, very nice, and it relates to chakras. So you start with your base chakra, and then you do 4 movements for that, then your pelvic, 4 movements for that, then your solar plexus, 4 movements, then your heart center, 4 movements, then your throat, 4 movements, then your head, which is like pressed down on your head. You can do a headstand, do
Oh.
that.
because she went back to South Africa. But then I think she moved to like Hong Kong or something, maybe.
I mean,
She lived in the Middle East for a while too. I don't think I could either, but she's into, I think Kuwait is where she lives. And she quite enjoyed it.
Leah, will you have to get a new visa starting next year to be able to go to Europe?
Yes.
as an American or
Yes.
Anybody visiting Europe, right? Has to have a,
anybody?
yeah.
Is it the Schengen?
Yeah. It's a
We
Schengen
have to do that. Yeah, that's a real mission. I know it's just
It's supposed to be next year, right?
I thought it, yeah.
I keep getting confused because that was supposed to actually be like 2020.
why?
Oh.
And they've
doing
been,
that
and they've
for
been putting it
Americans?
on. Oh, well, it's reciprocity.
Yeah, yeah.
The U.S. makes American or Europeans jump through hoops, so
Mm.
that
Mm.
seems fair to me.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, you know, why should the U.S. citizens get such benefits when the U.S. makes other countries
Mhm.
go through all this? So, I mean, my
Yeah.
only complaint is that they keep changing the time it's starting, and so it's confusing.
Recently, I saw it was 24 is what I saw.
24.
Mhm.
Okay. Because it was supposed to be like 2020 or 2021, so
Mm.
it should have started a long time ago.
Mm.
Fucking COVID blew everything up.
Mhm.
And then they keep saying, and then they push it back, push it back, push it back, push it back.
But they say once you have it for 3 years. It's good for 3 years.
Oh, really?
That's what I've seen.
I don't think that would work for every country.
I thought that was just you pay. It's like $20 you pay every time you enter it.
Oh, well,
Maybe they have different levels though.
I'm inexperienced, so all I saw in a video was once you get it, it was good for 3 years. So I could be, maybe it's good for 3 years in one country or something.
But they keep changing what they're doing, so that could be the new thing, and I'm just not up on it yet. I've been meaning to confirm with my parents though before Christmas, because wouldn't that
Yeah.
be a shock?
Oh, you couldn't come back, right? Or you couldn't get in. Which way would it be?
So you've already got your ticket and everything, right?
Yeah. Yep. Fly through Amsterdam.
What are you doing back into vacation? What are you doing over
Me.
You gotta be loud.
Yeah, I'm hard of
She
hearing.
can't hear.
Sorry. What are you doing over the winter?
I haven't really made the definite plans, but here's the big plan. I was going to go spend about a week in Jeju Island and then go to Guam for a couple days to see my sister-in-law, and then I had booked a goddess retreat in Bali. So
Goddess retreat?
But yes, it would be my gift to myself, staying at a spa resort where they do all the stuff.
Do all the stuff.
All the stuff. So that's
Get
the
up with
big
some
plan.
Yoga and all of that. Do you like yoga?
I don't like yoga. I'm not very good at yoga. I'll do it, but it's like,
Relaxing yoga.
no, it's not
Restorative.
relaxing to me. No, it's very non-relaxing to me. But I've done plenty of yoga sessions. It's just not my.
I always find that people who don't like it, it's because they've had really bad instructors
Could be.
who like try to force you to do things in a certain way, and
Yeah.
that's not how it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
Because you're supposed to do what feels right for your own body.
Well, I mean, I've tried lots of different kinds of yoga, and some I really hate, and
Mm.
some I really love.
Well, my mom did yoga for like the very first time, and the instructor was giving her one-on-one classes and trying to teach her Ashtanga yoga, and she'd
You don't
never
start
even
with
done
Ashtanga.
any.
You
And,
definitely don't
and my
start
mom
there.
told me she hated it. And I was like,
No,
well, yeah.
I'm not surprised. Imagine.
I would hate it too if I
Wow.
were you. Can you imagine?
No, that's insane.
And like trying to have her do jump
Break
ropes
your
and stuff.
Oh my god, I don't even do that, and I do Ashtanga. We just do the half primary series, which is for babies, and
That would be
and
me.
We don't do we don't do any jump throughs.
I was really shocked when she told me that. Because if you're if you're paying somebody for a one-on-one class, they should be adjusting it to
Yeah.
your needs.
But
Yes.
yeah, you should be able to try different styles and different levels of classes. I remember in South Africa when I used to go to a yoga studio, they had different styles and different levels. And I actually trying to help me. And then I relaxed and I chose another class that was more gentle and it helped me feel my body.
Yeah.
And the same with the Ashtanga, because when I started the Ashtanga before this thing happened to me, and I went back to South Africa and I met a teacher there and went to her class, and she said, when you're doing that push-up, you need to put your whole body on the ground. Your arms are not ready to do the whole thing. So, and she said, I'm hyperextending my elbows.
Yeah.
So she just helped me see what was right for my body.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my God, you are a gem.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you need to have somebody who is sensitive.
Because I've been doing it for long enough that I know what's right for me, so I can
Once you get
adjust.
into that, yes, it is. But you know, for here it's also hard because I can understand what they're saying in Chinese, but it's basic. I don't get everything, and I think like a lot of teachers will just come over and help you physically, but they won't speak much to you because you're English. And so going home, when someone's able to tell you in detail what's going on, it makes quite a difference. So you need that as well. Not that you don't have to do it in a country where you don't speak the language, but you need some guidance, some verbal guidance as well.
I've offered my apartment for Aisha's parents who come in for Christmas break, so I really need to plan to be out of my apartment. So I haven't really made
But
this.
she might not take that. Is she taking that?
Yeah.
Is she? Because she told me she's thinking about having her parents nearby her or something. I don't know. Has she told you for sure?
We've been planning on it for the last couple months.
Okay.
Yeah. So if she's second guessing, she hasn't told me that. But I'm also thinking of, I'm about a week shy of coming back to the apartment. I might do a week tour of Taiwan. I'd like to actually, yeah. My inspiration is following the Tropic of Cancer. I'd like to go see the markers of the Tropic of Cancer. So Chat GPT helped me with my arrangements.
Well, if for some reason you decide to come back, you're always welcome to use my apartment.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
It comes with a great landlord.
Sometimes visits. But it
Actually,
Yeah.
Lulu's a great drinking partner.
Yeah, she is.
She knows a lot of owners of the bars. Oh, look, we're here already. We came away. I've never come through this. I've always come through the interstate, the highway. Never come through the city.
That we came through.
Yeah. I guess I could take the train back. I kind of know that way.
Well,
I could
if
do
you took
that.
the train back, you could just take the ticket and Uber from the station.
So, I mean, I know how to take the train to the, and I have a bus that comes straight to my apartment, so I really could get home from here. Because bus 36 comes from, so I take it to this is the orange line to the red line to the Arena Mall, and then take the bus from there to my apartment. Sorry?
I can get the Uber back. I want to do that instead because I'm going to get my bicycle.
Oh, that's right. That scooter laying down, that doesn't look good, does it? Looks like somebody got hurt or something. Okay, how do I get? Okay, I'm stuck. Wait, help me.
Sorry. Sorry.
Thank you. All right, let me make sure. Do I have everything? I have my key. Okay, good. Thank you. Bye-bye.